tick, tick, tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jack, got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun. Bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, gun. Bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
First off, let me talk my got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my it's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Indianapolis Colts
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now ETN to start the drive.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On first down, Richardson.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this game, Mark Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week, two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That second down play nets a -4.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big time.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
They'll send the receiver in motion left.
Richardson now on second down.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they can...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Second down. Here's Richardson.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. beats me. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Ready?
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Buying time to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Willis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down, it's Willis.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Set. Come back in.
Richardson off the play fake.
And the Raiders have got him.
Barone Nichols in there to take him down. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he fields it cleanly. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From just shy of midfield, Willis flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, Willis. Intercepted. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Third and long for Richardson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Willis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
And now another one thrown incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Right there, hurt. Check, man.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Play action. Here's Willis. He'll get that one complete to counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second and 9, Willis. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now receiver in motion left. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Willis on third and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Richardson to the air on first down.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Richardson.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. Richardson now on second down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Come on. Hey! Trap me Ranger.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A fourth down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down, here's Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Colts on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
On third down, here's Richardson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
tight. 19 tight. 19 wide. Dragon 50. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson.
And this one is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards that time.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll get that complete to Albert O.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Richardson on 3rd and short. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 wide.
Richardson on 4th down.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
There we go. Set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Cut back team. Cut back team.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here Richardson yet again.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Going to throw right side here, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yeah. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Marquise Bell.
And now the rookie's free. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
One last shot for Richardson.
And the Raiders have got him.
And as this defense walks up the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. And really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was. I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.